There's nowhere else in the world that I've played where the atmosphere is like tingling, as in you actually get goosebumps. It's the most electric atmosphere I've ever played in. I remember coming here at a young age, probably a bit naive, what badminton was like in Indonesia, and being told, you know, Indonesians are very passionate about badminton, but, you know, I had no idea it was going to be quite to the extent that it is in regards to the best fans in the world. You know, I wish they were cheering for me at times. Well, every time that I played, and they were cheering against me. But it was, you know, it was coming here it was a real change, because badminton in my country, in England, is not the same as it is here. And, you know, the fans are so passionate. It's amazing to see, and, you know, I'm not going to lie, I'm quite jealous of the Indonesian badminton players having the most incredible fans in the world. You're playing maybe 3 players, just because you can feel that the energy from your opponents grows when the crowd becomes more excited, and it's almost like they lift your opponents up and they kind of push you down. And the crowd is so unique here that you know, the passion, you can feel it. And you can't hear what your partner's saying, you can't hear your coach, you can't hear anything. You can't even hear your own thoughts because of how loud the crowd is. Well, one of my early memories was when England in the Thomas Cup played Indonesia, and oh my goodness, you know, it was incredible.
What could be the Asian theatre. Indonesia go into the semi-final of the Thomas Cup.
Obviously, we lost, but it was an incredible kind of experience, atmosphere, and I could just see the passion from the fans, and it was something that was so warming. And it was, you know, as an Englishman, it was, on one hand, it was a tough thing to see, just because going home, we don't have that same desire, passion, love for the sport that they have here. It's really different being on the other side. When you're kind of in front of the camera, you've got all the, everything kind of on you, as it were. You know, you've got the crowd on you. You know, you've got everything kind of playing at you, whereas when you're sat behind the camera, it's a more relaxed atmosphere, and you're just commentating, trying to help people understand what's happening. I think you still feel the passion from the fans. I mean, being in the hall for a longer duration, you're in there for 5-6 hours. You know, I got goosebumps in the match. I had nothing to do with it. In regards to, you know, I didn't mind who won, but the crowd lured me in. And it's hard to not be passionate as a commentator. You know, I have to almost try and control myself, because when the crowd's getting excited, I'm getting excited. And I have to remember, you know, I have to be neutral, but I also have to stay calm, because the people at home need to be able to understand what I'm saying. But the crowd, like, they lure you in, they kind of bring you in, and that's why it's such an incredible atmosphere.